Black, poetic G. Beautiful love always carries knowledge.
I'm King George. I'm the owner of T.Y.I Productions. I'm the curator of Black 31 magazine. I'm here with a special lady from the community. She is the #1 female advocate for men, Miss Char Curry. Can we give it up for Miss Char Curry, y'all? Hey, come on, let's give it up
Thank
for
you,
the
thank you,
sister.
thank you, thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank
So, first and foremost, I really want to get into what's the whole purpose of you being a female advocate for men, and why was it so special for you to advocate for men and not for women? I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably do advocate for women, but it seemed like you push for men more. Why was that so special?
you. You know what? It's dear to my heart because I feel like so many times us as women, we fail to dig out our stuff from childhood trauma, from adolescence, or from previous partners. And so we can have a good man right in front of us, but yet we have this skewed lens, right? And so we don't
Yes,
see that he's a good man. And so what we do is we point the finger at him, we blame him for everything, and then we run him off, and then we end up like by ourselves with cats and dogs. We wondering what the hell happened. It's because your ass didn't dig out the stuff from your childhood trauma. That's why. It's because
absolutely,
you
absolutely.
hard headed. It's because you in denial. Because I was all of them things. I was hard headed. I was in denial. I thought I
Yeah,
knew everything. I wanted to be
yeah.
right. I wanted to have the last word. I used to be one of them in a lot of
Mhm.
ways. So
Yes,
the more I pinpointed the stuff that I went through as a child and from adolescence and things of that nature,
yes,
that's how I became more free. And like that emotional freedom and that psychological freedom is
yes.
priceless. It's priceless.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's so different because to be honest with you, that's what attracted me to your page. I was scrolling. It was as I was going down my timeline. I would see certain skits where you were speaking, just just realness. I love when I see a educated black woman just speaking something like just so powerful for the community that people really need because they don't understand that men hurt too.
Yes.
What's your take on that? Men hurting also.
You know what? And I just posted one of my replays from last year about this. A lot of people think that men are supposed to be strong all the time. A lot of
Yeah.
people think that men are supposed to operate a certain way, not even knowing that this man is strong internally, but he's going through so much. He's going through so much from the world. He has to be the strong one at work. He has to be the strong one in his career. He has to be the strong one as an entrepreneur. Then he has to come home and he has to be strong. When does he ever get to just woo-saw and just be? And a lot of times what happens is a lot of men are with partners who don't allow them to have those moments. They don't have those spaces, not only within their person, but in their actual household that they pay all the bills. They pay the mortgage, they pay the lights, but yet they don't even have a safe space. They don't even have a place where they can go and have some peace for a few minutes.
Yes, yes, that's true. That's true. Now I got a question, right? Why do now this is a question just on the other end. Why do men pick these certain type of women that do hurt them and do show them signs? Why sometimes we may make those mistakes?
It's not that it's a mistake. See, my take on it is this. It's like you can say like, oh, I did it for the wrong person, or oh, I picked the right person. How about the fact that this is actually part of your journey? You're where you're supposed to be, because what happens is a lot of people, it's about perspective, King George, because
Yes,
people see it as, oh, I did it for the wrong person, or oh, I wasted my time. No, you didn't. This was part of your journey. What did you take away from that connection? What did you
yes,
learn about yourself? What did you learn about the world? And what did you learn about relationships and connections that you can carry on with nuggets and diamonds of wisdom to do better for yourself moving forward and those around you?
yes,
It's not the fact that we're picking wrong. It's not the fact that you're picking wrong. It's the fact
yes,
that this is part of our journey. What
yes,
wisdom are we picking up? What nuggets and knowledge are we picking up? What know-how and education are we picking up along the way? It's about
yes,
perspective. It's not a bad thing. It's not. No connection is null and void. It's about how you perceive it.
yes, yes, yes. You said something special right there. I'm gonna be honest with you. You said something very special right there. And now from that other perspective, right? Uh, why uh why do certain women, right, may look like may treat certain men as if they're not as if they are like extendables?
Can you repeat that? Why do why
Like
do they treat men like like what do you mean, like they
like
disregard them or take them for granted? What do you mean?
exactly. Like why do women take certain like disregard what they saying? In these times that we living in now, why is it so crucial?
It boils down, in a lot of cases, it boils down to the fact that society has taught women to not care about what y'all say, what y'all think, what's important to y'all. And so what happens is, if you have a woman that goes along with the ways of society, okay, goes
Hmm.
along with the masses, okay, has a sheep mentality, I call it. If you
Yes,
have a woman like that, she's always going to be looking at reality TV, movies, music, celebrities, if you will, on how
yes,
to navigate her life. Girl, that's not even their life. That's entertainment.
yes,
A lot of women can't separate entertainment from their real life, and that is their main downfall. You ain't
yes,
That's not your life. That's not even their life. This is entertainment. So
yes,
what happens is society teaches women how to treat you guys, and they follow along with it. And then what happens is they lose a good man, and they be like, "Oh well, they thought the grass was greener on the other side, and it was turf." You understand what I'm saying?
yes, 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 yes,
And then
absolutely.
also what happens is they get with the man that's mild mannered, they get with the man that's business orientated, they get with the man that actually has a grounding of calmness and peace. And because that man loves them and cares about them, they stick it in there, they stay with them. But what happens is the trauma inside of her bleeds onto you, therefore you end up hurt and you end up disgruntled.
Yes,
Stop
yes,
acting like the fact that you care about her and that you love her is the circumstance so you could keep on putting yourself on the altar every single day for an ungrateful person that don't care nothing about your feelings and what's important to you.
yeah,
A lot
yeah,
of men do that every single day. They put themselves on the altar. They be thinking that I'm waiting for her to change. Okay, have a good day. Keep on thinking that. She has to want to get out of. She has to want to clear that stuff out of her. If she don't want to clear it
yes,
out, she's never going to change for you. She has to want to change for her.
absolutely, absolutely. So even just going back to, because I know you already answered this, you just answered it for us. But just for the men that's here that need to hear it, like, can a man change a woman?
A man can't change a woman, and a woman can't change a man. It goes vice versa, and this is the reason why. If I was if a man can change a woman and a woman can change a man, do you know how many great relationships will be thriving right now? You can want it all you want for them, but until they want it for themselves, they are going to continue with that internal battle, and they're going to continue to create chaos for themselves and those around them. They have to want it for themselves. You can't change
Yes,
nobody. That's an internal process. And also, it takes getting by yourself. You could still be living with the person, but it takes you getting by yourself to absolutely know who you are as a person first. Because if you don't know who you are as a person, you can't even cater to your person the way you're supposed to and be attentive to them, because you got this turmoil and this tornado inside of you. Don't work like that.
yes, 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 yes. Now another question. I noticed that you also do counseling also. Do you do counseling for both man and woman?
I do. I do. I've been doing this for 10 to 15 years now. I do individuals, I do couples, I do coaching. It just depends. I like to cater it to whatever the individual needs. I'm a people navigator, so I can talk to anybody from the highest of the high to the lowest of the low. So I like to cater it to whatever their specific needs are. Sometimes people just book with me just to vent,
Oh,
because no, they feel
okay.
like nobody hears them.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Now, do that come from strictly experience? Did you go to school for it?
I went to school for it, and also, like, I was raised with my great grandparents, so I was always around wisdom. When I was two, three,
Yes.
4, and 5 years old, I was around 60, 70, and 80 year olds. So I have
Yeah.
this, like, God put the know-how and the wisdom inside of me. But also, I attract wisdom. I'm attracted to wisdom. I always gravitate towards wisdom. Wherever the
Yeah.
wisdom is, that's where I'm gonna be at.
Absolutely. Wisdom is everything. And what's the importance, right, for a woman like yourself? What's the importance of just having knowledge of self?
It's so imperative, King George. Thank you for asking that. Can you pin that question? Because I want to answer Razor Sharp's question after I'm done with this. It's so imperative because in order to make the dreams come to life and accomplish certain goals, you have to be self-aware first and foremost. If you're not self-aware, if you don't know who you are and you don't know what you want, then you're never going to be able to attain the life that you want. And until you change your perspective, you're going to keep on going around the tree, you're going to keep on going around the mountain, you're going to get the same results. You have to change your perspective. Like, a lot of people think that they can think negative things and they can say negative things and positive is going to come to them. It don't work that way. The more you change your mindset, you change your mind, you change your life. So
Yes.
it's imperative, whether you're a man or a woman, but you ask specifically to the ladies, it's imperative, ladies. It's imperative, ladies, that you learn how to have self-discipline and self-control. Because I'm telling you right now, if you don't have self-discipline and self-control, any good man that comes into your life, you're going to run him off because you don't know who you are yet.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and and really quick, just to answer Razor Sharp, no, this is the thing. Like, a lot of people for years, they've been calling me the female Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. But
Yeah. Rest in peace.
I only seen, like, in my entire life, I've only seen like maybe 5 or 6 of his clips, and that was years ago. So it's just something that God dropped into me, and it's just something that people think that what he did relates to me, and that's fine. I don't take offense to it at all. But I'm not familiar with his work. Like, I only seen like 5 or 6 clips, honestly.
Yeah. 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 You know what attracted me to your sayings and you actually speaking. What attracted me to your videos was you kind of reminded me of just certain things you would say reminded me of Shahrazad Ali. Absolutely, absolutely love Shahrazad Ali. Just to hear her speak
Yeah,
on so many different topics, and I was just like, wow, wow.
yeah,
It's amazing. It's amazing.
yeah. I love Mama Shahrazad Ali. I'm actually working on making that connect this week. I talked to somebody that's gonna, work on connecting us actually this week. I love her. I
As you
just want
should.
to speak to her. I just want to speak to
Absolutely,
her and just thank
absolutely,
her
absolutely,
for all that she
absolutely.
is and that she has.
Yes,
Like, her voice is so profound. And it's
absolutely.
like, yeah, she's so dope. I love her. I love her spirit,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean.
Yes,
So yeah, a lot of
yes.
people, they'll equate me to like half Kevin Samuels, half Shahrazad Ali. They'll like make, like, if they had a baby, like, it would be me. But yeah, it's
Absolutely.
an honor. It's an honor. Honestly, I love her spirit. I love her.
Absolutely. I like that. So just the backtrack a little bit. Where were you born at? Where you from?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in California. I'm a
Okay.
California girl, but my heart has always been Southern. So a few months
Okay.
ago, I did transition to Atlanta. I've journaled about Atlanta for almost 15 years, and I was like, God, if I can ever afford to live in Atlanta, that's where I want to live. And God made the way, and so I was like, I was out of there.
That's cool. That's cool. And how had the transition to Atlanta been? Have you had any special talks in Atlanta?
Not Not yet, not yet. I don't know if you saw the clip, but I was on Ugly Money Nietzsche, and then I have done Ray Daniels, The God Show, a
Okay.
few months ago. We're working on putting something together again for that. Um, Excuse me, but yeah, I'm still getting my feet planted here, and then I want to do my own events. I have books, and so I want to do book signings, and I really want to
Okay.
focus on the ladies, like having like ladies nights and ladies events and brunches and talks with mimosas. That way, like, they can hear my story and the trauma that I came out of, and actually see, like, oh, I can be open about this. I can work on myself. I can, like, forgive myself and those that may have caused pain to me.
Yes. 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 Now, I got like a question that's like two in one. Do you have favorite poets who inspired you, and also do you have a favorite book that inspired you?
Okay. So one of my favorite books is by Charles Capps, and it's literally a pamphlet. I literally just changed purses like a couple days ago because it's always with me. But it's
Yes.
releasing the ability of God, releasing the
Okay.
the God, releasing the ability of God through prayer, and so it's something that basically it boils down to speaking what you want, speaking what you need, speaking what you believe, instead of speaking the problem, you speak a solution. So it's basically
Yes.
using your words in a positive manner to change your life. So that's one. And then as far as a poet, no, I don't have a favorite poet. I really don't. I really
Okay.
don't.
Okay. Do you like poetry?
I do like poetry, but I like more so like spoken word. I'm a word girl. I
Okay.
like to write. I've been writing books since I was like
Okay.
9. Like
Okay.
I love to write.
Okay.
So yeah, I love to write, and so yeah.
When most of the times when you do your panel discussions, do you write down your panel discussions or do you just go straight off the top?
I like it real, raw, truthful, authentic. Like for those of you that aren't, we ain't talked about none of this. Okay, I'm just, I
Absolutely. You
like
just
it.
off the top.
Yeah,
That's right. That's how I like it. Just straight off.
yeah, I like it. I like it real, raw, and authentic. I don't like fake stuff. As you can see, I'm straight no taste like hot cognac down your throat. It's that, that's my saying. But yeah, so I like to do everything organically. Everything that's natural and organic as possible. That's what I gravitate towards.
Yes. Yes. And that's commendable. That's commendable.
Yeah.
That's very
Thank
respectable.
you. When I make videos, like people like, do you think about it? No, literally, God drops the gem into me. I get the wisdom. Boom, I make it and I post. Like people like, oh, you need to post at 12 midnight, 3 p.m. Get like I don't do that. I literally the gem drops into me. I make the post and I just throw it out there. Like that's how it works.
I hear that. I hear that. That's how it's supposed to be. Like the authenticity matters.
Yes.
Um, Most of the time, when I hop on, I do some lives. I just go right into it.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
about how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling this way,
Yep.
I can speak on it,
Yep.
and I feel good about it because I feel like I can speak on these things because I've been in the community, I've been out at certain events,
Yeah.
I've been doing certain things. You get what I'm saying? So it's all about the journey.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
said his wife don't like it. Your wife don't like my videos? We gonna have to listen. She'll be okay. She'll be okay. When she's ready to change for the better, she'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, because the information that you give is so special and it's so needed because uh, men need somebody on their side during tough times. Because as timing got so changed so much, the woman started to
Corrupted.
become in power. Yeah, yeah, basically in power in her household and can basically say anything to the man, and the man feel like he don't have nobody on the side. She got the system on the side. Who do I have on my side? I don't even got the kids on my side. And when it comes
Wow.
down to that, they gonna turn against me. So
Yeah.
it's so it's really vital what you're saying. So yeah, you got to keep on
It's an
doing that,
honor.
sister.
It's honestly an honor to do what I do. I don't take it lightly. Every day, people's lives are getting changed. People's lives are getting saved. Marriages are getting saved. Relationships are getting saved. People are
Yeah,
understanding who they are, and you know what, that they don't have to accept bad treatment from people. And then and if people come at them with bad treatment, they can call them out on it. And you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, yeah. So I'm very grateful. Very grateful.
Yes, yes, and most importantly, how have your coaching changed over the years? Because I know you said you've been doing this for years. So since year one, and what year are you in now on it? Do you know?
Well, as far as my coaching business, I have been coaching for what 10 to 15 years now. But as far as like social media being involved in that, people from social media booking with me,
Yeah.
I would say it's changed to where the what I'm most proud of right now, honestly, is that more women are booking with me.
Okay.
That tells me that change is here. Like it's
Yes.
not coming, like change is here. Change is now. And
Yes.
so I'm very grateful that more women are booking, because at the end of the day, it's like, society can sit up there and make you think that, oh, men are against women, and specifically black men are against black women, but that's not true. It's about
Yes.
perception, but it's also about your knowledge and your wisdom. If you follow along with the ways of society, then what you're going to do is you're going to believe everything that they tell you, everything you read, everything you listen to. And so,
Yep.
like, and for myself, what I don't listen to certain music. I haven't had a TV in my room for almost 10 years. I don't
Yes.
watch reality TV. So I'm
Yes.
very, very careful about my spirit. That way, when I'm working with people and when I'm operating out of my genuineness, I don't pick up certain things, because spiritually, I have to make sure I'm clear and pure, honestly.
Yes. I like that. 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 And uh, 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 um, coaching wise, what was that? What was that overall journey like through for them 10 to 15 years? What was that overall journey like?
Um, it started off as couples before. It started off as couples, and then I got into more individual stuff. The more I became more aware of myself, the more I wanted to help other people.
Okay.
And so that is where the coaching, as far as the grounding that I had created in myself, that is where the coaching took off to a different level, because I was helping other people to see themselves for who they really were, for who they
Yeah.
really are. I was helping other people to see themselves, and see that they can have, self-discipline and self-control, that they can be self-aware. So,
Yes.
it's about, this is the thing, and this is my motto. It's like, if I'm living and I'm breathing, and I'm not helping uplift or support or encourage somebody else to make their life better, then what is my life worth? That
Yes.
that that's what I live by. So,
Yes.
the more I can help other people to make better decisions and help them be better in their lives for themselves and other people, that's what I'm about.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. And I love it. I love it. I love it so much.
For the
And
better, you know.
yes, that's what it's about. It's about changing lives. It's about most importantly changing your life with it, because you
Yes.
get these ideas because you want to change your life.
Yeah.
Now, just not to get so deep into it, what was one thing that you noticed about yourself that you just had to change, and you have no problem speaking on it? You know you had to change it.
I had to change. I had to change the fact that I felt like I was a victim, because and you hear this term all the time, but a lot of people kind of brush over it, and I'm one that embraces it. When we hear people talk about, oh, they got the victim mentality, I really did operate out of that. I was like, oh, this happened to me, oh, they hurt me, oh, they said this about me, oh, they did this to me. And I was stuck in that. I was stuck in the victim mentality, to where I saw everybody else as the problem, but I wasn't familiar with correcting anything on the inside of me. So,
Yeah,
and yes, things happened to me. Things happened. Like, I was born into trauma.
yeah,
Like my life story is coming pretty soon. But long
yeah,
story short, like, I was born to two drug addicts. Okay, I was born to two drug addicts. They always said I was going to have learning disabilities. They said I was never going to be able to thrive. They said I was always going to have these different issues, and
yeah.
I was always one of the smartest ones in the class. I was always in the gifted classes, and so it's like, I'm very grateful for that, but it just goes to say that no matter what somebody says about you, you can be what you want to be. You can be who you want to be, and don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you hear, because honestly, listen, you could still thrive. They said I was never going to thrive, and look now.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, but before we even wrap up, right? It's something that we really gotta something that I always ask a lot of guests, and whether you are a male or a female, pertain this question to the person that I see in front of me. And just knowing that you are female, I just want to know what positive advice do you have to say to young ladies growing up in society today? whether they want to be an activist, whether they want to be a model, whether they want to be a singer, whether they want to be a book author. What positive advice do you have to say to these young ladies so that they can keep their minds on track of staying focused and
Yeah.
being the best they can be so they can achieve these dreams?
Yeah. So figure out who you really are. Learn how to be okay with spending time by yourself. Learn how to reach back and really figure out what traumas you went through as a child so that way you don't bring them into your adult years. Learn the fact that you are no longer a victim. We're big girls now. We're adults now. Put your big girl panties on and either pull yourself out of the pit or either get around people that can help pull you out. You are no longer a victim. You don't get to go around and just hurting people and being a detriment to society just because somebody hurts you. No, if you want to get to the goals that you're supposed to get to, if you want to walk in your purpose and your calling, then you have to step out of certain ways. And another thing is make sure that you pull and take and soak up the great things that the women in your family did and that they said and that they showed you, but you got to leave that other stuff in the trash, because the more you act along the ways in which you saw your grandmas and your aunties and your cousins and your sisters act that wasn't conducive and didn't help them grow, whether with themselves or with somebody else, you got to learn how to leave stuff in the trash.
Yes, 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 yes. And last question, most importantly, how would a woman know how to how to differentiate who's good and who's bad for her?
The number one way that she can do that is to know who she is. It starts with self. If you don't know who you are, then you're always going to see something and want it, because like with our eyes, like, you know what I mean, like we want stuff. With our spirit, like we want stuff, right? But the more you work on yourself emotionally and internally, the better you're going to be able to vet and pick, honestly. And also you also have to be realistic. You also have to be able to give that person grace. Well, listen, because I don't judge nobody, whether it's a man or a woman, and you're choosing to be with them or you want to be with them, you have to learn how to give them grace. Like,
Yes,
for real, you can't
yes,
sit up there and think that like they give you grace and they, ain't worried about the other stuff that you doing. But on the flip side of that, it's like you don't give no grace to them. You sit up there picking out, like nitpicking. Don't nitpick.
yes.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And also the other thing, ladies, stop saying he got to come to me healed. Nobody's ever going to be healed all the way. We're humans. We experience things every single day. It's not about him being healed. Is he a good person though? Underneath all that trauma and the hurt that he's been through, is he a good person?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So do y'all hear that, sisters? Do y'all hear that advice coming from the number one female advocate for men and women? So,
I'm your
y'all,
sister.
absolutely, absolutely. So, listen, Miss Char Curry, we appreciate you. Every week, y'all, please tap into Black 31 interview. This interview specifically will be highlighted. And, y'all, this is sound advice coming from a woman who's in the community, who's putting in the groundwork, who's doing the research and actually bringing it back to the community to speak to everyone how to fix the situation that we have within our community so we can get better. So can we get at a round of applause? We thank you so much, sister. We thank you. We thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And shout out to
Thank
you,
you.
King George, and your family and your wife. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I look forward to longevity with you guys. I appreciate you. All love, peace.
Absolutely. We appreciate you. Peace and love.
Remember this
Yeah.
game spilled giving. Embrace it. T.Y.I. Poetic G. Peace and love. One. I love it.